Good morning, everyone. How are you all today? So, I am going to attempt. Will be my second attempt at doing the coloring book collection video. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna have to do this in parts because I have slow internet and it will take forever to upload. I just did this video with a different type of tripod system and that didn't work out at all. So, fingers crossed this works out. I'm sitting next to the window on top of the bed. So, there might be a little bit of movement. I can't be completely still, but I will try my best. Also, I just wanted to let everyone know at the start of the series that there is not going to be like any Hannah Lynn or Big Eyed Girls or Chibi. I don't have any of that in my collection because I don't like it. Nothing against anybody who does like it. I'm just not the cutesy type. And so I wouldn't want you to waste, a long time waiting for that to come, and then it never comes. So I just thought I would bring that up now. Okay, I'm going to start with the inspired coloring line. I love these books. Oh my gosh, I love them so much. They have that like oilcloth texture covers to them, and then they have the foiling on the side, and then I don't know if you can see that, the foiling on the front of them. They look so pretty on a bookshelf, which I know is no reason to have a book, but I just like the way they look. They're just a nice series. And what's funny too is when I first started coloring, I bought a lot of clip arty type books because everybody does, I think, in the beginning. And then I started moving into more of the complicated coloring books, and now I find myself going back to these. So I don't know. I just really like them. This one, the inspired coloring line is by Paragon Books, in case anybody wants to know. Paragon. And I don't think they give you any illustrator name in here. At least I don't see any. Uh, this one says Canada. It was $14.99. Here's your ISBN number if anybody's interested in looking it up, since it is Christmas season. It says Ollie's. Their price $7, our price $1.99. I did not get this one at Ollie's. I wish I could have found it at Ollie's, but I never did. And when I started collecting the rest of the collection, and I wanted this one, I had to look for it on eBay. So I think it was like $3 or $4 on eBay, and there was 3 pictures already colored in it. So I haven't done anything in this because it just came like one day last week. Now, out of all of the inspired collection, this one seems to have like the thinnest of paper. So I would not recommend using your markers on here, unless you don't care to ruin the back page, which there are a lot of wallpapery pages, so, totally up to you. But I just think this is a cute book, and this is a sort of book that I would have probably sitting out. Like when it comes, I'll be hosting Thanksgiving, and when everyone's at the house, like I did last year for Easter and stuff, I'll put out a selection of coloring books with a basket that has some supplies in it, and you wouldn't believe how many people will just pick something up and start coloring in it. It's pretty cool. Look at those Santas. Oh my god, are they not adorable? So you get a variety, you get traditional Christmas types, and then you get more of the abstract look here. Snowflakes, and more the Zentangly look. Pretty much has a big variety, which is another reason I like these books. The pages that were already colored, let's see if I can find. This one was already colored. This one. And then this one. Now, this one, whoever owned the book before me, he or she, and it came out very pretty, he or she colored it with a Sharpie, or part of it with a Sharpie. So, on the other side of this page, this, I think, is like the cutest image in this book, because I love owls and birds and chickens and stuff. And look at it. It's got blobs everywhere. So I thought what would be fun, you tell me if you think this sounds fun, would be to make a video of me trying to rescue this page. Like, is there any way I could fix this and try to blend in those colors? It might come out horrible, but I think it would be something kind of fun to try anyway. And if I get a chance to do that before Christmas, I'm going to give it a shot if you guys think it would be cool to watch. There's this, look at this goose. So, oh my god, these snowmen are, how adorable are them, those snowmen. Yeah, so that's this one, guys. Christmas. Then I have patterns now. This is another one where I don't know if I would ever really want to color in this one. Let me just say that I'm not into patterns per se, but I wanted to have the whole collection because I am a little bit OCD that way. And if I have, part of it, I want to have all of it. So this one is one of the ones that comes with the color already inside. The splotches of color. And this one chooses to use blue, and it's a really pretty color of blue. So you just get all of your geometrics type in here. And this book is sewn bound, which is nice. And this paper is thicker too. Now, what you can do with a book like this, if you don't like patterns, these pictures are so beautiful just the way they are. You could use these for scrapbook paper. In fact, I have already taken one sheet out and I cut it in half and put it in my Midori. You could also fold them in half and make a booklet out of them. Yeah, because it's background paper. It's already done for you. You could just post your pictures on there. You could turn this into a journal if you wanted to. So there's just so much that you could do with this. And if you were to buy a paper pack, I got this for $1, the Dollar Tree, but if you were to buy a paper pack of scrapbook paper, it will cost you a lot more than $1. So if you see a book like this, here's the one that I removed, the one just like it. You can see right here. And when I put it in my Midori, I used the boxes as days of the weeks and wrote like what happened that day or what my plans were that day. So definitely worth $1 no matter what. Hands down, definitely worth $1. So there's that one. This one, I love the subject matter on this one. This one is ocean. I am an ocean girl. I grew up in New Jersey, a coastal area, so I do love the ocean. In fact, I think I might take this one with me to Florida. I'll be leaving after the holidays, and it'll be fun to color in something oceany while I'm by the ocean. This paper is a little bit thinner, so that's one thing you'll notice with this line. Not all paper is the same in each one of their books. So this one has like your clip arty stuff, but it also has some scenes, like more along the line of what would be in Lost Ocean. Let me see if I can find one for you. Like this, scenes where you would be doing the whole thing. Look at this one. I love this fish. Isn't that so cute? That'll be a fun one to do. Here's a really nice big scene, 2-pager. I started this one with some Staedtler fine liners, and they did bleed through. So yeah, with this ocean one, I would suggest just sticking them with pencils or your gel pens. But I do like this one a lot. I like the subject matter. Everything about fish and water, I like. Okay, so there's that one. And I'll say what everybody else says. If there's any one book that you want to see the whole thing, just let me know. Now this one is Flowers. This one is quite the hefty book. Some of them are thicker than others. Some of them the paper is thicker than others. It's kind of weird because they're all by Paragon, and they're all in the inspired coloring line. So this one, you're going to get the touches of pink in it. This kind of a purpley pink. It's super pretty. So I did this page just to test. if the Crayolas, the Super Tips would bleed through, and they did not. So, and you can hear this one's paper is a little bit thicker. This is a beautiful book as well if you like flowers, and I do like flowers. You get a really big variety in here. You get a sketchy, more sketchbooky type of look, which is my favorite. And then you also get more of the cartoony type of look as well. So there's something in here for everyone. They even have some flower mandalas in here. I did color this one just with some Crayola. I haven't went back in and colored over it with my pencils to shade yet, but you know, just to kind of break the book in. Here would be a nice area where you could journal if you wanted to. So really, really pretty book. And then towards the back, they have pages where, oh, I did this one. I started to go in with some pencils, but I guess I didn't finish. Or maybe that's all marker. I can't tell, guys. But see, they have some of it already done, so it's like even less than that you have to do. And they have a lot of pictures, not a lot, but quite a few of like this with this open spot in the middle. So you could draw a face in there, stamp something in there. You could write a quote in there, draw whatever you want in there. I like that. I think that, you know, it really kind of sparks your creativity and let your imagination kind of run wild. And I like any type of book that I can make my own, that I can journal in, or alter or change. And these books are perfect to, if you want to make them into journals, like I was saying before. Along that line, the next one I'm going to show you, here's the flower mandalas. Super pretty. So along that theme, I'll show you this one. This is the Inspired Coloring Travel, and you'll see the gold accent. So that tells you what the color is going to be inside. So you're going to get these gold accents and it looks like they like almost splotched it there, which I think looks cool. And then this book is really pretty too. You're going to have some architecture that is clearly from certain places in the world, and then you have other buildings and things that could just really be about anywhere. So I kind of like that too. I might bring this one with me as well to Florida. When I first got this one, I was thinking about using it as a travel journal. I have a lot of bits of like maps and ephemera and stickers and things and menus from places that I have been to. And I thought it would be kind of cool to, you know, paste them into the book. So I might still do that. But when I first got this book and was playing around with it, was like a year ago. And at the time, my dog was getting ready to pass over, and I had to take care of him full time because he had to be given a lot of medications and stuff. So I didn't have time to like do stuff. So I would just pick this up when I had a minute or two and doodle in it. And like here, there was a song playing, and I was just writing the lyrics down. I was sad because I knew my dog was, you know, going to be leaving this world. So I, you know, just journaled a little phrase about that. But that's what I mean about making the coloring book your own. You can do whatever you want, and nobody has to see it ever if you don't want them to. So, like if you wanted to make this a travel journal, you could paste, say, a menu here with some ticket stubs, maybe a photograph of the place that you were at, and then just color that side, you know? You could do whatever you want to do. So that one is travel. Really also very nicely well done book. I can't say enough about this line. They're really nice. They're nice to color on too. Like, I like the way the paper feels. So there's that one. My favorite one is this one. Tattoos. I love tattoos. I love the style of art, the classic look. I just love everything about this book. It is my favorite of this whole line, and my husband loves it too. Sometimes we just flip through it and look at the tattoos because, you know, we like tattoos. And this one is done with a blue, very pretty blue splotches and blue accents done all the way through it. So, yep. When you start off with Sugar Skulls, this is your first page, you got me already. I'm there. I mean, I saw this in the Dollar Tree and just performed a swoopage and picked it up, and I didn't even flip through it. I was like, tattoos, yeah. And I just think this one is absolutely gorgeous images in here. And, you know, if you've been into a tattoo parlor, then you will recognize some of these classic images that you can go into any tattoo parlor and they'll be pasted on the walls there as an image you could choose to get put on you if you want to. So, you know, it has everything. It has all of the creatures, you know, fish and lions and butterflies and snakes and birds. It has ones where you could fill in your own person's name or whatever you want to write there. I mean, how cool is that? I think it's really cool. I love this book so much. I started that one trying to see what kind of color palette I was going to use, and I didn't finish it. I think my daughter did. No, I know she did this one. She's a Leo, and she was going to write her name here. She likes to use markers, and so you can see here if they bled through, even though they're Crayola. So with this one is another one of the ones that feels a bit thinner. I would say stick to your pencils. I mean, sometimes you just have to make a book be your pencil book when the paper is not as good as what you'd like, unless you want to copy it, you know. And like I told you guys before, how I feel about that. I don't have a copier. To trudge all my books to the library, make copies, it'd just be something that I would probably say, yeah, I'm going to do it, and then never do it. So I try to buy books that I can color in at home with what I already have, and I don't have to make copies. But anyway, yeah, this one I could just sit here and just look at each page. My husband wants a Celtic tattoo because he is Irish, or of Irish descent. So he likes to look at this one and think about what his next tattoo is going to be. Great book. Great book. Okay, and then last of this set I have here is this nature one. Now, this is the same book. Yep. Inspired Coloring Nature is the same as Nature. They're both by Paragon. This one I bought at at Ollie's a while ago, and I have taken some pages out. I have cut some things to use in journals. So I kind of bummed myself out because, you know, after I did that, I was like, oh man, I shouldn't have cut out of that book. I should have left it the way it was. Like, I was going to cut these flowers out and use them. So, but I never saw it again at the Dollar Tree. Unfortunately, then when I decided to get this line and try to get all of them, I wanted this one back again in its whole entirety so that I could color in it. So I got it from eBay, and it was like $3 something, I think. And it was used, but there's nothing colored in here. This one has green splotches inside. Excuse me. Green splotches inside, and this was one of the ones that the paper feels a bit thicker on. So that's great. I love this one so much. Because I love to color animals. I love to color things outside. It's a beautiful book, really. So this one, I'm not going to cut anything out of. And I figured if I want to do a page, and I'm not sure how, you know, the colors are going to look, I can just get this book out, find the same page, and test. So that I won't have any messes in this book. Right? Right. So yeah, this one, just everything that you could imagine from the outdoor world. They've got bugs, they've got animals, they've got birds, they've got landscapes, shells, jellyfish, things in the water, all kinds of things. So, you guys, I am at just about 20 minutes for this video, and I think that's probably as long as I want to get them so that they will upload. I have slow internet, and otherwise they just take way too long to upload. So, I think I'm going to say goodbye for now. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you will decide to come back and watch the rest of my collection. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.